All right, guys, this is a workflow on how to create these 3D medallions that I do each year. And that way you guys can do them. So the first thing I do is I create a Photoshop document. Now it's actually kind of a longer workflow. You're going to create 5 different files. You're going to go from Photoshop to PNG to an SVG, export an STL file, and then get it ready for 3D printing. And I'm going to take you through the whole process. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use Elizabeth's I'm going to take this file and open in Photoshop. It's a Photoshop document, and Photoshop will open. This is the template. Now you basically are just going to change the name to whoever's in here. You got to go to the layer and change the name. So click on this, change it to whatever you need it to be. You know, we're going to keep it. Okay, there we go. We're going to keep it like this. Now, what you're going to do is you first have to export it to a PNG. Export as PNG. Pretty simple. I'm going to put it in our folder. It's going to have the same name, but it's going to have a .png at the end. Now you can see, there's the first step. Super simple. Now you got to convert. In order to make it 3D, you need to make it an SVG file. Photoshop doesn't do that well, so we have to go to the special website to do it. Let me pull up that website. All right, here is that website, and I'll give you the link to that. You will take this. You want to change it from a PNG. You find PNG down here. There you go. PNG to SVG. Now you got to choose the files. Click here. Go to our folder. Grab the PNG. Convert it. All right, it's done. It's going to convert. Rate it if you want, but I don't know if I'd click on too many things on this page. And we're done. We're going to download it, and it downloads. All right, I'm going to grab it from downloads and pull it into our folder. Now we have an SVG. This is really good. If you click on it and you click this, it's a massive file, and you can see it goes down here. We need to bring this into Tinkercad. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up Tinkercad. Now what you're going to do is you are going to I'm going to give you a pre-made metal. And what you're going to do is import this thing on top of it. Now this is where it gets a little with the technical work. See, this is all broken out into pieces. I can click on this and remove this, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a new one on there. And I'm going to name this one what you want to name it. This is the one for Elizabeth. So what we're going to do is we're going to import our SVG. You're going to click import, grab the SVG, drop it in. Oh, I'm going to drag it. Come on. It's being crazy. All right. It's way too big, it tells us. So just change this to 1,000. It works. Hit import. And then you got to zoom out because you're going to see this massive file. All right, there you go. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to find the turn I'm going to hold down Shift, and it's going to snap at 90 degrees. Then I'm going to hold down Shift again. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to position it where I need it to be. Grab this thing, pull it up. Maybe put it smaller if I need to. Oh, look, it just kind of worked. That's good. You're going to have to mess around with this a little bit. If the colors, you might want to change the color to something that you can see. And then what you want to do is drop this thing down so you can see it touch. It's got to touch the bottom, and then you want to shrink it down so it overlaps with this. See that? You can see the gray and the green. Now you see it's in the perfect place because you can see the gray and the green. Now if you don't see that, and it's like this, you can always click on this thing. Oh no, I'm recording a video. This is basically, so you can, it's not gonna line up perfectly, so what you wanna do is, once you click on this thing, you click here, and you can change it. I can go like 0.27. And see, I still see the green, so I need to lower it a little more. 0.26. No, a little more. 0.25. Oh, perfect, perfect. Get it kind of locked in, because this is the most important part. And you got to have space in between. It's got to layer pretty well. See, it's not perfect over there, but that's okay. You know, there's a little bit of space. This is the crucial part to be really on point with. Okay, so now that this is done, I get rid of the old one. I click over here, then I click on the old one, and I delete. And now look, I've got my new medallion. All right, so now what I'm going to do is grab the entire thing, merge it or group it. Oh, one thing I want to do instead of doing that, one thing you could do that's instead of grouping it right away is I just undid it. What you can do is go to Tinkercad, save it, just click on that square, and then what I do is save it ungrouped. I duplicate it, and that way I have an ungrouped version and a grouped version. So now, see, now I have two different versions of this one. I've got the original, and this is the one I'm going to group. So I'm going to go boom, and now I'm going to group this version. That way I have the thing, you know, not messed up. So I click on this, I hit export, and STL. That's where I get my STL file. And then it'll download. Great. Now I'm going to grab that STL file and put it into my folder. So now I've got these 4 files. That was a long process. Photoshop, export, website to here, and then Tinkercad. So now, finally, now this part is, you know, only if you have Mr. Sugar's laptop or his computer. But I'll show you just so you can see it. This right here is an STL file, and if you look at it, it's actually the 3D model. See how cool that is? So now what you need to do is you gotta prepare it for the 3D printer. So you open up this Creality print, and this is a complicated part. So I can do this, but if you do the rest, that would be great. I'm gonna grab this, pull my STL in. It's gonna sit there. It's gonna say some things are wrong with it, but they're not. And this is how you set it up. Click here, that looks good. Click here, that looks good. Walls 2, wall loops 2. That's yeah. Let's see, first layer speed. You do need support, so enable supports, And I want you to do tree supports. Tree supports, that's very important. Tower, we do not have a tower on our printer, so we unclick that. That's the two major things. You'll see these are red. Everything else is set up to go. So you basically click on this, enable tree supports, this, disenable the tower. And now you hit slice plate, and it's going to show you what it's going to look like when it's printed. All right, it is done, and you can see all these supports. You got to support it because it can't print on nothing. And if you pull this thing down, you can actually see where each process of the print from the very beginning. This is where it starts, and it builds up from here. It's building the supports as it goes. And finally, it's done. So now you're just going to export it, right? You can go to File, Export. Export is a G code, gangster code. I don't know why it's called G code. But you hit G code, and you say where it's going to go, put it in the same folder. And then you can't view a G code, but this is what you send to the printer. And look, it tells you how long it's going to take to print this. 13 hours and 5 minutes. So, intensive. That's the workflow, all 5 of these. I appreciate your help on this. Anything you guys can do to help me, I appreciate. Thank you so much.